Guys, if you are a bird breeder, then probably you want to see your birds breeding, you want to see your birds are laying eggs, and you want to see those eggs are getting hatched and new hatchlings are coming out, and you want to see those new babies grow up and be your friends again. But sometimes these things never happen. Why? Because due to some reason those eggs remain infertile. So why is it? Why sometimes the eggs your birds are laying are infertile? Why they don't hatch, and why this infertility of your birds' eggs happen? That is the topic of today's video. I'm going to tell you why these things happen and how it can cure it, how you can make your birds breed better, and how can you get 100% fertile eggs. So stay tuned with this video and watch this video completely. And if you like this video, hit the like button and also subscribe our channel, because we make various videos on various kinds of diseases and problems of your birds, your budgies, and we also tell how to cure those things, what is the solution of those problems. So please subscribe our channel. Guys, my name is Tuhin and you are watching Happy Birds to You. Let's start today's video. So guys, let's start today's video's main topic. Guys, if you want to see your birds breeding well, if you want to see your birds are laying eggs and those eggs are hatching, then you should really take a very good care of your birds. There are mainly two reasons why these eggs are getting infertile. So there are mainly two reasons. The first reason is obviously the lack of calcium. Okay, so the calcium is the main thing for their eggs. Or because we all know that calcium is the main substance of the eggs. The outer shell which you see of the eggs, that are pure calcium, and it takes a lot of calcium to make these eggs. So a female bird who is about to lay eggs in her nest, so she needs a very good amount of calcium in her body, because the eggs which they are creating inside their body, those eggs are created from the calcium which is already stored in her body from her own calcium deposits. So if her body doesn't have sufficient calcium, how will the eggs will form? In most of the cases, there is a minimum thickness of the eggshell. If that minimum thickness is not achieved, then the eggs will be infertile. So to make sure to create that thickness of the eggshells, they need a sufficient amount of calcium. These female birds especially, they need a sufficient amount of calcium in their body, because that stored calcium will form the eggs. So we are not talking about only one egg. Okay, we all know these birds, these budgies or cockatiel or lovebirds or finches. These birds never lay, generally they never lay only one egg. Okay, say they lay 5, 6, 7, 8, even one of my budgie laid 12 eggs. That is, outstanding. So they need a very much amount of calcium in their body. So make sure when you are seeing your birds are mating, they are about to lay eggs, when your budgie is starting to go inside her nest frequently, you will understand that this might be the time when she is going to lay eggs. So make sure you give her sufficient amount of calcium rich foods, calcium medicines. There are various kinds of calcium rich foods, especially cuttlefish bone. You always should keep a cuttlefish bone in your bird cage, because cuttlefish bone is also a very rich amount of calcium in it, and these birds can get calcium whenever they want, because all you have to do is buy a cuttlefish bone and hang it inside the cage wall on the net of the cage. That's it, and your birds will eat it. They will lick it whenever they want. That's one thing. Another thing you can get is calcium blocks. You will easily find calcium blocks in any pet store. Keep it inside your cage anytime, and you don't have to take it out, or you don't have to give it any specific time. Just buy it, wash it if you want, and place it inside the cage. That's it. That's all. It is also a high rich calcium rich thing. It is a calcium supplement actually. Another things are obviously medicines. There are calcium medicines which you should really provide, and also you should provide calcium rich foods, especially egg food. There is a high amount of calcium in eggs, and when you are providing eggs, there is one more thing you can do that is very good thing. When you are boiling your egg, don't throw out the eggshells. Okay, when you have boiled your eggs, when you are mashing and giving to your birds, just make those eggshells. You just take those eggshells and make it powder. Just grind them well, make them powder, and just sprinkle it on those egg food or any other soft food. This is also very rich calcium. As I said, eggshells are pure calcium, and if you sprinkle it all over the egg food or any other soft food, they will eat it and they will get sufficient amount of calcium in their body. But as you all know that providing calcium is not sufficient, that is not enough. They need vitamin D3 to actually get that calcium stored in their body, to get that calcium into action. Without vitamin D3, no matter how much calcium you are providing, that is useless. So make sure you also provide multivitamin medicines, vitamin D compositions, rich medicines. Those will help them to get very much amount of vitamin D3 that will help to get sufficient calcium for them. Now that's one reason gone. What is the second reason? The second reason is the weakness of the sperm of the male budgies or the male birds. Generally, this point is overlooked by many breeders, and that is a mistake. That is really a mistake. No matter how much nutrition you are giving to your birds, no matter how much calcium, vitamins you are providing to your birds, it is useless until you see your birds are laying eggs and those eggs are hatching. So if you are sure that your calcium, the amount of calcium you are providing to your birds, that is sufficient, that is enough, then you will find that the only thing that is happening here is the sperm of the male bird is weak. The sperm of the male bird is not good for fertility. So what should you do now? So there is a medicine in India, that there is a medicine called E-cell. You can provide this medicine, and if you don't find E-cell, then I am telling you a composition. Find this composition medicine. Any medicine with this composition is good. That is vitamin E plus selenium. These two compositions, these two things are the very good thing for their breeding, for their fertility. So no matter which bird you have, for males, females, this works for both. So how will you provide this medicine? I am warning you, this medicine is extremely powerful medicine. Don't use this medicine until you are 100% sure that your calcium is the amount of calcium you are providing is fine. The only problem here is the sperm or the fertility problem of their birds. So if you are sure that the problem is here the fertility of either the male or the female, then you really should provide this medicine E-cell. So how much amount you should provide? So you have to provide 1 ml of medicine in 1 liter water, because this is a very high powered medicine, very strong medicine. So you don't have to give it too much. Okay, the only safe ratio here is 1 ml of medicine in 1 liter water. You should give this medicine in this ratio continuously for 15 days at least. When you have done this, you wait for at least 1 month and you will see the results if there is no other problem. And don't give this medicine to the underage birds, those who are not already adult. Don't give this medicine to them because it is extremely harmful for them. This medicine also increases the body heat. That's why these birds get into breeding mode very quickly. So don't provide this medicine to the younger birds. That is very problematic. So whenever you are providing this medicine, make sure the amount is what the amount I've said. That is the safest amount. And if your birds don't have any other problems like genetical problems or any other thing, then after using this medicine, your bird will be breeding so good that you don't have to worry about anything anymore. So these are the basic 2 reasons why your bird's eggs are infertile. So these 2 are the main reason. Actually, there is another reason, but that is not so important. That is, if your female bird is not incubating your eggs, then it will be obviously will be damaged. So why your budgie is not, or your bird is not incubating her eggs, that is another topic for another video. Right now, these are the main 2 topics. These are the main 2 reasons why your birds' eggs are not fertile, why they are not hatching. So these are the solutions. Try them and you will get your help. Now guys, if you want to know what is scaly mites and how you can cure it, watch this video. And if you want to know what are the best natural sources for calcium, then watch this video.